Hello, and welcome to Tracy Mommy Reads. I'm back today with another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about The Widow by K.L. Slater. Yes, it's another mystery, suspense, thriller type situation. This was one of those books where because even on the title, it says an absolutely unputdownable and gripping psychological thriller. It was definitely unputdownable. I will give it that in the little tagline. So what the book is about, there is a woman who has gone missing, and the police are questioning, everybody in this little town. It's like in London or England somewhere. And this one guy, like they really, kind of narrowing in on him as the #1 suspect because of other things that happened. So he goes down to the police station to talk to them, but, they let him go or whatever. He's just like freaking out. And he steps in front of a car or a truck or something, not paying attention to where he's going. And he gets hit by the car, the truck, and he dies. This is in the blurb, so it's not a spoiler. And after, he dies, it's like all of this stuff starts coming out that is making it look like maybe he did commit these crimes. And did he like step in front of that truck on purpose to kill himself so that he wouldn't have to face, what happened? And this is like a very small, close-knit town, a lot of judgy people. So the title, The Widow, alludes to his wife, who, is starting to become an outcast because people are like, your husband did those things. How could you have not known? And, this and that. So there, you have two parts of the book. It's like when it first opens, it's kind of giving you like a prologue to what's going to be coming up. But the first part of the actual story, the man is still alive. His name is Michael. And it's all the events leading up to when this woman goes missing. Then he dies, and then it's everything that follows. There were a lot of twists and turns in this book. I don't know that I found them all to be believable, but I do like the journey that she took the readers on with everybody being a suspect. I like books like that because you can never really pinpoint who done it. So it gives you the motivation and inspiration to keep reading and to get through the book rather quickly, because you're interested in finding out, did he or didn't he? And I'm not telling y'all if he did or didn't, but when I found out because there was another crime, there was like 3 different crimes going on in this book. That's the thing that was so crazy. You had to like kind of keep up with each one. But when I found out who was responsible, there was a girl that had gone missing like a decade or so before in that town. And so when this woman, like these years later, goes missing, they're like, oh my God, deja vu, this is horrible, what's going on? But when I found out who was responsible for the girl that went missing, now that did kind of surprise me, It surprised me that that person's involvement. I kind of saw it a little bit going that way, but I thought it was like there's these 2 people. Oh my God, this is so hard to do without spoilers. And I thought it was one of them, but not the one it ended up being. I'll say that. The author did a great job at connecting the dots. I don't feel like there were any unanswered questions. You get all your questions answered when you get to the end of this book. Totally worth the read. It's fast-paced, engaging, not totally predictable. And when I got to the end and, like I said, found out what was going on and who was responsible for some of the stuff that had happened decades, earlier, it made me kind of reevaluate the title. I think it was pretty clever that, The Widow, on its face, you would think it's about the man who died and how his widow is, like I said, she's facing all this backlash and she's trying to determine, okay, is this man who I had on a pedestal thinking he was so perfect, could he be like, guilty of all this stuff that people are saying? Or did the widow refer to somebody else? That is what inquiring minds want to know. Could have been another person in there that was the widow. So yeah, that kind of like boggled my mind at the end. I was like, oh, what's the book about this person, or was it about the original person? Yeah, this would make a very engaging Netflix limited series type thing, because like I said, there's so many moving pieces and so many different stories overlaid and connected that, you know, it would keep you engrossed for sure. For sure. So if you like, you know, mystery suspense type books where they're not like totally predictable or they kind of keep you guessing, then The Widow by KL Slater would probably fit the bill for you. Be forewarned, you may not get the ending you want, but she does wrap everything up nicely. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have read The Widow, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And thanks again to everyone who takes the time out to like the videos and to leave me comments. I sincerely appreciate it. Now is the time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, you know you want to. I'm not stopping you. Thanks guys. Enjoy your weekend. See you next week.